Robin.
We're on already? Oh, my God. We got to do it again after yesterday's amazing show?
I don't think we should have to.
That's what I was thinking.
I think we should have taken the rest of the week off.
What a great idea.
To celebrate the wonderfulness that was yesterday's show.
What a great idea.
Oh, wouldn't that be great? And we're out of here for the week. Thank you. Leave on a high note?
No, what I mean is you just gave me a great idea.
Oh, really?
Yes. A great idea.
What are we doing?
Well, here, I'll turn off the mics for a second.
Oh. Yeah, that's good.
That's a good idea, right? It'll make sense someday.
Yeah.
Anthony just gave me a great idea, though.
Don't worry about it.
Is this E-Rock's pictures from yesterday's amazing radio show?
Really amazing.
He got a lot of shots.
Two icons.
Yeah, and Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson.
Jimmy Norton.
Oh, the very good.
Yes,
Sorry,
of course.
jumped
And
on.
Malcolm McDowell, Jimmy Norton. And then Brian Johnson's in there, too.
And that's your first step over for the day because Jimmy was in the middle of a great line, and I'm like, yeah, it was a great day. Yeah. So we had Brian Johnson of AC/DC, who Jim Brewer has told us over the years is just a great guest. And wow, Jim Brewer was correct. And then we're clearing the studio out because we had Malcolm McDowell coming in. And Brian Johnson goes, Malcolm McDowell?
Yeah.
And stupid me, I'm just thinking in radio terms. I'm like, yeah, he's a fan of Clockwork Orange like we are.
Yeah, he saw the guy on TV a few times and movies, whatever.
But no, see, they live in a different world. And he was like, holy shit, it's my old pal, Malcolm McDowell, who I haven't seen in a while.
My mate.
So the door opens and they hug each other.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking Malcolm McDowell might think this is some weird psycho fan. How would he know AC/DC?
Yeah.
Because it's Malcolm McDowell, movie star, you know?
Yeah, it is weird.
But it turns out, no, these guys really know each other. And then we just sat back and watched, and we just got praise for yesterday's show.
They had a great conversation with each other.
They sure did.
Why butt in?
Because listen to Shook Me All Night Long, Back in Black. Like, you forget how many,
Highway to Heaven.
Dude.
Which is a great song.
I know.
No, that's...
By the way, for the people... I caught it yesterday, but
I didn't catch it.
Sometimes you just let the
Because I was reading it off a paper, and he did actually say that funny thing about Angus had to go practice as an excuse for not driving the car with Phil Rudd.
Yeah,
right.
Because you drive so fast. Brian probably didn't catch it though.
I don't think he caught it.
Yeah, I don't think so. Everything was moving really fast.
I had him after our show. I did him for the Boneyard, and he's just the great guy. Mm-hmm. And I'm having him pick songs, and I have him pick a Bon Scott song, from AC/DC. He picked one he liked.
Can you tell us which one, or does it have to be a surprise for the Boneyard show?
No, Ride On. Right on. Yeah,
that's a cool song.
And to close, I have him pick an AC/DC song that he sang. And he goes, I'm going to do something with Black Ice. And he goes, and he fucking forgot the name of the song.
Okay.
The fourth one on the new record.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it was great. He forgot his own fucking song.
Okay, so that...
And he forgot the lyrics when he was singing with Malcolm, too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So... I don't think he even thought that I said Highway to Heaven. But, dude, I didn't know until I got home, and they were killing me.
No, they were killing you. Oh, were they killing you?
Oh,
Highway to Heaven.
I got it queued up just in case people missed it.
Oh, no.
Here it is from yesterday's show.
Like yours was, sorry, I got to stay home and rearrange my fridge magnets. and Angus's was that he'd forgotten the riff to Highway to Heaven and had to practice it.
We all knew what you meant. So it wasn't worth nailing you and ruining like that just the moment.
Oh.
Like everyone knew what you meant, obviously. But it is funny.
Malcolm's line and Angus Young's line was his line about Angus was very funny.
That's great, yeah.
But look at me leaning over needy. Could you sign Malcolm? Fucking ugly old man neck I have.
Yeah,
now.
that video is hilarious. And I butted right in there because I knew that the publicist, look at the publicist, is at the door waiting to just drag him right the fuck out of there.
But he came back to sign stuff.
And I needed like one. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, he wasn't. Spencer's great. He literally had other interviews. He had OutQ and Ronnie B.
Oh, okay.
Ronnie B for Ronnie B interviews.
Right.
Because Ron had to go to someplace, I think.
Sure.
Duty or something. So Malcolm came back after.
Oh, that's great.
And signed a couple things on the table. He was fucking great, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the guy was fucking great, man.
What'd you get signed at?
One of the anniversary copies.
Very cool.
I'll go back to
really
a
cool.
couple of nice pictures of Brian Johnson and Malcolm together. That's a great. You want to get that to Brian and to Malcolm. They would probably both love that shot.
Everybody wants those pictures. They're people. They're like, we need those pictures. Yes, sir.
E-Rock's got it.
They're sending couriers over today because Warner Brothers, AC/DC's management, Malcolm McDowell's people all want these photos. So
Then again,
are you going to get a credit, E-Rock?
I hope.
Then again,
A credit in a book, maybe?
then
Photo
again,
by Fatso.
by the way, those are the ones they're going to release. Malcolm and him. Okay, have nothing to do with us.
Oh, nothing to do with us.
of course
nothing
not.
yeah,
But we got to give them the good ones too.
them.
That's why I photobombed one. Is
you
the
did. You
photobomb?
jumped in the
Yeah,
background.
that's on the disc for them too.
Where's my photobomb?
That's the one where Opie's in the background. Yeah,
As two
mugging.
chums are
Yeah.
getting to know each other again, they haven't seen each other in a while. I have to be a fucking loser in the background.
You're mugging.
Dude, I almost did the same thing while they were talking. I'm like, what if I could just turn around and stand?
Inject yourself into their conversation.
I was to get the picture, but I couldn't do it.
Hey, I threw up a video, and the comment, people love nervous fucking
Oh
Jimmy.
my God! Yes, you
And
are so nervous,
I felt
Nelly.
bad yesterday
It's
after the
hilarious.
No, I don't
Why?
care. Who gives a fuck?
I didn't mean to.
We have to do this show every goddamn
It
day.
was
Who cares?
great.
Okay.
It was so good.
Don't even fucking think twice about it. Who gives a fuck?
I know. I just don't want to be fucking.
you
Makes
getting
you
all-
endearing.
You getting all nervous about the eggs? Wow, the video's doing well already. All right.
I can't. What are you? I can't move my eggs. You're just all upset about your eggs being in the way.
I have.
I move these eggs.
Yeah.
Fucking eggs in my way.
Fucking eggs in my way. How do I move these eggs?
We're in the middle of Jimmy panicking.
Jimmy is in complete panic mode.
Malcolm McDowell's coming in from Clockwork Orange.
Johnson first.
Can you pause this for a second?
These guys.
All right. I got to ask Jimmy because
all over the
now, now it's a day later. Did you realize at the time how fucking nervous you were coming across?
No.
Because me and Ant were
No.
dying. We're dying. We're like,
It
he's
was
losing his mind.
hilarious.
I was overly tired. I haven't been sleeping very well. So no.
That's a good pause. Your arms are up.
Yeah.
You're waving around.
I'm flailing.
You were flailing and just babbling. It
I was
fantastic.
I was 45 minutes late for therapy yesterday because I went right to
Oh,
the fucking.
no.
No, it's okay. I went
You
right
went
to
right
the
to
art
the-
place.
I call it the poster store.
Oh, and have it all mounted and
Have it in
everything
frames.
nicely.
I don't get
Very
mountings,
good.
but just
oh,
frame.
Yeah,
really?
It was a fun day to follow Jimmy on Twitter yesterday. He
Yeah.
was tweeting as he went.
Yeah.
And now I'm at the poster store.
The poster
The
store.
one someone told me on Twitter, and they're probably right, that the one Malcolm had never seen was probably from like 82 or in the 80s because it was probably one of those some weird Australian poster. It's not.
Yeah, but why wouldn't they? Oh, probably they couldn't use those people without paying them.
Really?
Sometimes
Oh,
that
maybe,
happens.
I don't know.
Sometimes that happens.
Or they might have been cross-promoting two films, like a poster, like an art house or
At
something.
a film festival.
The guy on Twitter told me why. Cause I wrote back. I'm like, why do you think it's? Because he seemed like he was convinced it was an Australian. Not
I want to
an
know
original.
because Malcolm McDowell never saw that before.
Yeah, I don't mind getting him to sign that. That's great.
Hey,
It's
dude,
great.
he was even like, "Wow, I've never seen this one before," and he wrote a video.
He writes that. Yeah,
on it.
video well.
That's
How great
cool.
was that
Yeah,
to see
very,
that
very
right now?
cool.
Can we go back to that video for a second? I love watching Nervous
And
Jimmy.
like it's
And
40 years ago. Just want to say it's like 40 years ago, and the guy is still just fucking blurting lines out.
Well, what
Loves
else
to
is he
talk
gonna
about
do?
it.
It's just great. Yeah, what else is he going to
What do you think we're going to be doing?
I know. Just
So the
talking about,
Sex for Sam
Yeah, let me
thing.
tell you about that.
Yeah, it's the 40th anniversary.
Oh God.
I just wish I would have asked him about Caligula. I mean,
Yeah, it was just one of those things where obviously Brian Johnson's screwing up our interview.
yeah, wrecking
And,
the whole thing.
It was hard to get into as much as we wanted to.
They'll both, by the way, they'll both for the rest of their careers remember this radio show.
Of course. And Brian Johnson will have back easily, and hopefully
Malcolm would come back.
Malcolm comes back to New York a lot, so we'll have
really
him too. It was a great introduction for our show. Go back to Nervous Jimmy. This is too good.
Yeah, I love
Don't worry
We
about
have
it.
to get the TVs off and fucking Brian Johnson.
panicking.
Everybody, we have to do Brian Johnson pictures in something a certain way because we can't have fucking Malcolm walking in like
my
Brock
God.
Lesnar did. It's Malcolm McDowell.
Right, okay,
Fucking
Jimmy.
guy was like knighted.
Yes, it'll work out. So now,
Sir, is he a sir?
I don't know. Don't say that because if he's not, you'll feel like an asshole.
Yes.
Jimmy is now carefully opening up the
that. Do you have a few things in there?
Two.
2 things.
And this is stuff you want Malcolm McDowell to sign.
I would hope that he would. Yeah, I'm trying to think which one I want to open a certain way. I told you to leave that alone. It's a very important work of art. All right. Can someone just hold this like really flat onto the bottom?
Assist Jimmy.
All right, he's
don't
carefully opening it.
The thing there, Travis. That's
Do
the
not
poster.
fuck this up.
Mars, you punch it, I'll give you $1,000.
Oh, God.
This right here.
Imagine just slamming your fist
Jimmy's in
into
another
that
place.
thing.
As we watch
I'm
this
not
video.
gonna take it out though.
Look, he doesn't want to take it out. Why?
Because it was so hard to get in, like without being. It's a fucking. Bring the camera over here. I'll show it to you.
Oh my God, I gotta get up.
What is it?
It's the original movie poster, but it's the Japanese version.
Oh.
Let me see.
I just don't want to, because you can see how fucking delicate this. It's the Japanese version of the poster.
Oh my God, I got to sneeze.
And
Very nice, Jimmy.
so I got that to be signed as a Lulu. All right, and
And what's the other side?
hold on, let's try to
Other
put this.
side. Got
Look at how he's carefully.
This one has a little thin British poster that I've never seen before.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
Oh, you bought it. What do you mean you don't know what it is?
But
Well, it says Malcolm
it's a movie
McDowell.
poster without the guys on it. It's got different guys on it.
Yeah, who is
different
that?
guys. I don't know who they are. They're different people.
For a fucking Broadway production?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
So
what that
I'm gonna
is.
have them just sign it right there. But I want these 2 things signed, and maybe one of maybe the program. That's it. I'm not gonna go crazy.
No, you're not going crazy spending $1,100 on this
That
stuff.
wasn't very good, but I had to do it, dude. The Japanese fucking poster is beautiful. It's in perfect condition. I've never seen this is original. I had to get it.
The only thing odd, and you can tell it's Japanese because it says a crockwork on it. Old gag. Oh,
All right, Jimmy.
Japanesey joke.
But yeah, I went a little.
I'll look inside Jimmy's obsession. This is his thing, man.
But it's like this is a guy I really love in a fucking movie I love.
Sure.
So I don't feel bad.
This was a thrill for us, Malcolm. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thanks so much.
Hey, great pleasure. Thanks, guys.
I think we're done for the day.
Yes.
All right, we're getting out of here. Thanks, guys. See you
Looking
tomorrow.
right up on the thing.
Oh, you
I'm
are
watching
right
myself.
there.
I'm embarrassing myself.
No.
Can you hold that?
Your damage.
So obviously, right after the interview
Yeah.
Yeah, I
with
didn't.
Malcolm, we cut to that. Jimmy getting his stuff signed.
It's almost
More
shameless.
of a
though.
visual right now.
But it's like
That's so cool. Video.
Well, he signs.
You got video confirmation that that's his signature.
yeah.
A horrible signature, by the way. Anyone could have scribbled that.
Yes.
But Malcolm even said about the other thing he signed for me, the third thing, which was I don't know. It's a clockwork poster.
Wow, no. I never
See, I dive in there too because I'm afraid he's going to leave without me getting anything signed.
Oh, they were
Curse
rushing.
that thought. Yeah, I thrust it in his
There's
face.
none of the people from the movie in there.
It's an odd poster.
I love Ant just trying to make noise on the other side, like so Malcolm looks over.
Yeah, please. Look, it's an odd poster. And,
wow, it's got to be worth something.
hey, could you sign this, fucko?
But Malcolm's great because he's like this. He signed that little booklet for me, and he goes, he didn't want to sign to anybody. He goes, just because this is an original, just wanted to put his name on it because he knew it would be worth more.
Wow.
This is great, dude.
This is
Making
the part,
money for people.
This is the part I want you guys to see. So Jimmy cares more about the poster that was just signed than actually the guy that signed it. Look, he's trying to
He
get.
hung Jimmy up, and then Jimmy hung him up.
And then he's trying. Malcolm's trying to get Jimmy's attention. He has to tap him like, "Hey, thank you."
Because Jimmy's got his poster.
And all he gives a fuck is about his poster that was signed.
I didn't mean to.
That's fantastic.
You had Malcolm McDowell actually tap you like, "Hey, I'm
Yeah.
saying goodbye
Hey, I'm
to
here."
you." I think we made
I
some kind of
got you to
connection
si-
today.
You signed it already. Shut up and leave.
Exactly. Interaction over.
I don't need you anymore.
Don't you understand? You're not a real person to me. You're an entity from the movies. You're movie man here. Movie man in studio.
man.
A lot of people picked up on that. What's that about? You don't really care about the person.
I
After
don't
he
think they
signs
care
it?
about me. So it's like I feel bad trying to interact with him. Plus, he was leaving, and literally he had just signed that. And I also, like, what else do I need from the guy? I don't want to overdo it. Like, I don't want to bother him.
Right.
But he came back after, and I felt bad asking him, but he didn't give up. He was very... I think we plugged him really well. We plugged the 40th Clockwork anniversary.
Yeah, he got a great interview.
And I actually want to watch... I really want to watch that DVD that he asked me to plug, which was him talking about his friend, the director, Lindsay something, who did Oh Lucky Man. I actually want to see him.
No, you don't. No one wants to
Dude,
see
he's a fucking great speaker.
that. No one wants
You
to see
don't.
that.
Yeah, I
You don't
do.
actually want to see it.
I really do.
No, you don't.
I really would. Because he's good when he does like DVD commentary. He's like a fascinating guy to listen
Malcolm?
to. Yeah, man. Fuck.
So
That was a great show yesterday.
fuck yeah.
I went right
man.
to the fucking poster place. To
Right
have it
there.
Dude, I called my therapist. I'm like, I'm late. I'm going to be late.
because
I'm fucking getting things done.
because once again I'm getting posters
Yes.
framed.
The very reason I should be in your office right now.
Right, that's what I was gonna say, but that's up to you to do.
That was a fun one, man. Yeah, and fucking look.
The after show was a lot of fun to listen to because the panic continued.
Oh, yeah.
The 10 o'clock hour yesterday was fun with Jimmy coming in afterwards, still panicking.
Oh, yeah.
And Brian
Great.
Johnson was marching down hallways. And
He's a nice guy, man.
Brian Johnson rules.
Brian Johnson is
He's a fun
nice,
motherfucker.
nice guy.
Yeah.
Fun guy.
And we got Bernard Hopkins today, who just fucking won the belt again. He's the oldest guy in history to win a.
Beating Al Foreman, right?
Yes.
Age-wise?
Yep.
Wow.
Beat out Foreman.
45?
I think
46.
Bernard's 46.
46.
46, and he
He's
wins.
a tough fucking. And we always say guys never come back. And
Yeah.
this guy just won the belt and he's coming back.
Wow.
Right.
History making.
Very
Yeah.
happy for him. It'll be good to see him again.
He was funny last time I was in
He's
with all the
great, dude.
prison stories and shit.
And then he came in. Were you
How to
here at the
make
time he came
things.
in after that?
Yeah, you might not have been here when
Nah,
he
I
came
probably
in again.
wasn't in. Yeah.
The second time he came in, and he sits very close.
Right.
But you don't get like a threatening vibe from him. He's
No.
just a nice man. Yeah, he really is
Yeah.
a cool guy.
Really say something weird to him, and then you'll get,
No, dude, I watched a clip of Hopkins online.
you'll take a hook to the head.
He's a Philly tough dude, and I was watching footage of him get annoyed at some fucking British cunt.
Oh, no, really?
And you could just see that Bernard Hopkins is a guy that probably would punch a reporter in the face.
Yeah.
As a reaction.
Right.
He has to talk himself out of,
Yeah.
I think, sometimes hitting people for fucking with him. Yeah, he's one of those guys.
Wow.
You guys want
Temper.
Brian Johnson and Malcolm McDowell singing from yesterday?
Yeah, I didn't. I
It's a
was
minute and a
screen
half.
capping.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
I wish we could have got them to sing in the rain.
Well,
I should have asked Malcolm that, but he was talking about it and he didn't sing it, so I didn't want to go, could you sing it?
Sing it. Go ahead. Do it.
Do it like
Do
you
the
did
bit.
in the movie.
Do the bit.
Yeah, do it like in the movies.
Just do it.
Put the hat on. Put the hat on.
Put that hat on. The hat.
Put the eye on your sleeve and hit me.
So Brian Johnson, the door opens. Malcolm McDowell's outside. They run. They hug. They're like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen you in a while." Blah blah blah. Two old pals. That AC/DC story when he had the tryout was really funny too.
Oh, yeah.
Holy crap! And he had a job to
Didn't
do.
want to leave his vinyl roof job.
What did he say? He had 8 jobs that day.
Yeah. He's a busy man.
So he probably didn't believe that he had a shot at that. So he almost blew the audition. He almost didn't go.
Could
He
have
was
been
late,
a whole
right?
nother singer. Might not have been as popular. AC/DC might have been just gone.
Yeah.
That's
From
how
that
shit
point
works.
forward, it might have just not panned out.
Back in fuchsia. Could have been a different.
Just all that AC/DC with
Right.
Brian Johnson. Imagine if that was just non-existent.
Yeah.
Just never fucking.
Some
you wouldn't know.
some other Brit.
Yeah.
Fucking Willie Tetley.
Just Willie Tetley. He bombs horribly. The band breaks up and nothing ever comes of it. Willie
He
Tetley.
decides it has to be Highway to Heaven.
Yeah. Highway to Heaven.
Wrecks the whole vibe of the band.
Yeah.
Here, so then they decide to sing impromptu. They just sang a little something. We got that from yesterday.
Is that an AC/DC song that they sang or no?
No, I think
Brian wrote it though, I think.
Yeah.
No, I
Brian
think
wrote
it's
it.
something
It was
they were working on or
Oh,
something. For
okay.
Yeah, it was some kind of a show that they
musical
wanted
or
to
something.
do.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Well, what about It's Good to Be God? It's good to be God. It's good to be Almighty. He wrote the fucking thing. I can't remember.
It was a wailing good.
It's
The
good.
universe.
It's good.
It's
It's
rather
alarmingly good.
How it's good
to be God.
It's good to determine destinies of a dynasty or a nation. Of mortals should they try to get ideas above their station. What of an overwhelming feeling knowing everything is mine. To be potent's very pleasing, but omnipotence
Is
divine.
mine.
It's good to be
God.
me, God, and I'm casting it out. Oh, fuck.
No, that was brilliant. See?
That was brilliant.
And he wrote that, and it's a brilliant musical.
Holy
We only need, how much do we need? 8 million?
That's it?
I will get it on.
You'd have to sign a few more books.
Well, yeah, it's but we'll get it on. I mean, we just had to stop because
he goes, I've got a great part for you, man. I went, yeah. He went, yeah, fucking Zeus, man. You're fucking Zeus. And this is you're coming in. You're flying over the fucking audience, man, on a fucking wire. And there's fire coming out your ass. I went, are you serious? He fucking right, I'm serious, man. And then you land on the stage and you go, it's good to be gone.
How great was that?
That's a great, ridiculous sounding moment.
Sure.
Oh my
but
God!
Brian Johnson of AC/DC singing kind of a musical number right there, right? That's weird.
That was a Spinal Tap moment,
right?
Because it's almost like, we now have time to write that, Saucy Jack, you're a naughty one, Saucy Jack, and then like, finally get a chance to do our, projects we've been putting on the back burner, Saucy Jack.
He wrote a musical already. I think in his book he talks about he was doing something because he was writing a musical at the time. Like I think he's probably written a few or a couple.
Sure. There's a couple questions coming in, this is a good question because I was wondering the same thing. Brian in PA.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Brian.
My question is for Jimmy.
Hi, Brian. Welcome aboard.
Hey, Jimmy. Yesterday,
Brian.
when Malcolm signed I think it was the second poster, he kind of pulled it out and looked at it. I was wondering, were you freaking out when he grabbed the poster and kind of pulled it out?
Be honest, Jimmy.
Oh, imagine if it just went, just ripped off a handful.
And then has to give fucking Malcolm McDowell a talking to.
Because the thing was like the thickness of a rolling paper.
It really both were thin.
Yeah.
As much as I would have been like bummed about the poster. Malcolm literally, if he would have taken a DVD and cracked it across my face, I'd still love him.
Which he should have.
As of course he should have. And he should have bashed me with the Kubrick collection because it's heavier.
You can see that you were nervous, though, that he might,
I still would have framed it, though, because Malcolm ripped it.
But you would have to
That's true,
explain.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I would tell people Malcolm fucking ripped his... But, that was such a good day, man. It's like, it's weird when you're sitting next to him because he still sounds exactly the same. You look in the face and the eye. It's like, God damn it.
Yeah.
And he's doing Clockwork Orange lines. Holy shit.
He's a weird, he's an actor that falls into that weird category of they got their gigs at a certain age where like 5 years later they just looked old.
Yeah, old.
And that was it. Like they looked a lot younger for some of their roles than their age was. So then they kind of look a lot older a few years later. But he's kind of plateaued off where he looks like that, and he's looked like he looks now for years.
Since 82.
Yeah.
I've seen If. I've never seen. I might have seen. I think I did see Oh Lucky Man. I just don't remember it. And I think I didn't like it when I saw it. But I was a kid. I was 13 or whatever, and I didn't. After Clockwork, it was hard for me to see him do anything else until I saw him do Caligula. So I think that I want to see that again, and I want to see a few of his other older ones again.
All right.
I don't know why I just said it. By the way, how many times did I have to say yesterday that I said that him and Brian Johnson would probably know each other?
Yeah.
Like I did say that, but then it's like, who gives a shit?
And then it turns out to be a moment.
And it was cool.
But who cared? I didn't need credit for that.
Malcolm McDowell was hysterical when he walked in the door, though. He was like,
Mate, oh fuck!
Yeah.
they're just like, oh fuck!
Two old pals. Chris on Long Island.
Good morning, ladies.
Hey,
Good
Chris.
morning.
I sat there on the hotline hold trying to talk to my idol Brian Johnson while Needy Nancy fucking took every ounce of his time over there. Thank you very much.
Oh, well,
Sorry, buddy.
sorry for one of the listeners from Long Island.
I know, but that's sort of what annoys me is that you can't wait to meet Brian Johnson, blah blah blah. And this morning you're talking about Highway to Heaven would have been Highway to Hell would have been a different title if they hadn't chosen Brian Johnson. Yet Highway to Hell was done before Brian
Bon
Johnson.
Scott. Yeah, no, I know. It's just,
right.
We know that.
Yeah, but it's just a.
No, oh, God, what an asshole.
Yeah, but it's just a goof there.
Chris, you're an asshole. The point was
He's
that...
being literal Chris.
I know. The point being the song, yes, was already there, but he, some other guy came in and his influence would have been to change that song.
Right.
That was the joke.
Yes, I got it.
Oh, my God. I know that song is older than Brian Johnson.
I didn't at the moment when I said it. I wasn't even. I was literally.
I totally know that one. I'm not I don't know everything about AC/DC, but I know some basic shit.
AC/DC.
I fucking. I wrote that quote down from his book when I was reading it. Because I don't know if Chris, if you haven't read the book, it really is funny. And I wasn't saying that just because he was here. I went home and read more last night. Like I want to be finished with it by the weekend. It's fucking really a funny book.
Yeah.
You're right, Jimmy. I picked it up yesterday when right after the interview, and the first 100 pages went by, like that.
I didn't plug properly the book signings because I didn't realize it was such an overwhelming thing with those guys both being here. But I don't think Brian Johnson. I mean, you forget you don't realize he's one of the biggest rock stars on the planet.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Yes.
You watch that fucking video, some of the live footage. It's astounding.
Dude, he talks about in 1991 in the book. There's a chapter where they're doing something in '91. Boris Yeltsin asked some people, troops or whatever, or the public, "What do you want? What can I do for you?" And they said, "We want AC/DC."
AC/DC, motherfucker.
And of course, being the Russian premier, 3 days later, they had AC/DC in fucking Moscow.
Yeah, wow. Amazing.
And they had a field and 100,000 people on 3 days' notice.
Yeah.
100,000 fucking people, man.
Amazing.
And the whole band is just about as nice as Brian. I mean, Phil is a little aloof.
Right.
He's had some his problems in the past.
Yes, I know.
Phenomenal. Every guy in that band there's no rock star airs to them. There's no.
So far, we've had Angus and Brian on, and they were both great.
And Angus, I wish we could have got in studio. He was just plugging like a date. He was plugging a gig, but I would love to have gotten him in studio.
Yep. I love how Brian says the name of the band. It's a story. AC/DC. AC/DC. Right. What band are you talking about, motherfucker?
I was amazed that he hated the road.
Yeah, I guess he gets sick of it.
After a while, he probably the traveling. But
knowing
loves
you're gonna
gigging, but he just doesn't like
you're going to be in
traveling.
front of 100,000 people, though.
That's the fun part.
I know, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, I got to go see them. What's that, Danny? Look at that poster. Where's that from?
I was just looking at your Twitter. I'm still trying to look at it, but the shape of it looks like it's a day bill, not exactly like a poster.
Right,
day bills are usually skinny and long.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
So I hate not being able to find shit. So
you'll find out what somebody said. Mark Hamill, one of the guys on Twitter. Thank you, Chris. By the way, is Chris still here?
Yes, I am. Thank
okay,
you, gentlemen.
Take care, buddy. Enjoy the book.
Off.
Enjoy it.
I think it's as simple as they didn't get the licensing for the guys.
That
and
could have been
didn't
it.
want to get in trouble.
God damn it, that might be it.
You know,
it was just so weird when I had to kind of have it.
Yeah.
Oh,
if anyone can figure it out, go to Jimmy's Twitter. The poster's right there, and obviously Malcolm McDowell's
Here's
not in the
something.
poster.
It's an Australian day bill.
Wow, you know what? That guy on
Australian
Twitter knew what he was talking about. Thank you.
But why not use the guys?
Let me, because I think according to that guy, it was about cross promoting. I'm guessing it was a festival or whatever, or there was a couple of movies. Because Mark Hamill's on that poster, right?
What?
Mark Hamill's in there?
The hell?
One of the soldiers, the guy said.
I don't know.
What year is it? 82?
Now that we
You know,
know
there's
where,
not a lot of info on this particular page.
but now that we know what it is, now I want to know why there's other guys on the poster,
Yeah.
not Malcolm McDowell. That's the question today, because
Yeah.
that's the weird part about this whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I knew it was odd because none of those guys. Why is it? It must be promoting that because I think those descriptions, tense, da 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 da, are not about Clockwork. I think they're about the guys in the bottom. Mm-hmm. I think that's a movie poster with the words Clockwork Orange put on it.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, but I kind of.
We'll try to figure it out.
I'm guessing it's at least 20 years old.
Yeah, it looks it.
We got something to play.
Great.
Here from yesterday.
Fucking fantastic.
Want to play this?
Oh.
I don't even really know what this is, so we're going to play this cold.
Oh, burr. All right.
That's good.
That's good. Mm-hmm. It's good stuff. Uh-huh. Oh, God.
Just, okay. That was.
Oh, man. Ow.
Wow.
I don't
By
know
the
what
way-
that is.
Let's try that again.
By the way, there was nothing playing.
Do you want
people are like, can't hear shit. I fooled you.
Yeah, there's nothing on this.
Nothing on the disc.
you
I
want-
tried twice.
You want to hear Needy?
Yes, Jim.
I went down. This is what a fucking. I went down to the cellar last night to do a set, and it was really good. Like the crowd was great, and I'm just working on a new 15 minutes of stuff, and I'm just enjoying it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a great set. And all I was thinking of, like while I was killing, is I fucking wish that Malcolm and Brian were over there watching.
Oh,
Like,
my God.
I thought that.
Oh, you're a little boy.
Oh, my
You're a sweet boy.
I'm pathetic.
And they'd be laughing and
Yeah,
laughing.
no, they'd probably be talking and I'd have to have them thrown out. That's fucking cunt. Brian would be signing stuff, taking pictures.
Have them removed.
Yeah, shut up.
Do you want to be friends with them?
Of course I do. I'd love to hang out with Malcolm. But then again, I probably have a better shot with Brian because he's friends with Broer. He probably likes comedians. Malcolm's just done with it.
Yeah.
Malcolm's been famous for fucking 40 years.
Forever. Yeah.
Well, moving on to today's show.
Kubrick.
I'm sure we'll be going back
Yes.
to yesterday's show. American Idol ended, Ant.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was Priest on?
Oh, that's what I heard. Yeah, 'cause
Florentine
I
twittered it.
I read a tweet from Florentine.
Yeah.
Does anyone know why Priest was on Idol?
What did
Just performing? That's
Cambridge and Aerosmith did probably because
maybe that's the Steven Tyler influence.
Oh, really?
Called up Judas and said, "Hey, man, you want a spot? Here comes Sam." I guess Sam watched.
Of course, Sam watched. Why wouldn't he?
We used to watch American Idol, though.
I know, and I could tell you I did not catch 1 second of American Idol this season at all.
My sister was up from Florida. I saw one episode.
I'm done with it.
I saw one.
I'm done with it. You know what I was watching yesterday that was fascinating before we get into this? Real quick. I was watching that fucking Casey Anthony trial. It was on Headline News.
Mm-hmm.
They were just playing it live. They were playing it. And I'm thinking, like, now that's a fucking reality show. It was the testimony of the boyfriend that was with this woman when her daughter went missing. And she never said anything to this guy. So he's like, it was crucial testimony. And I'm watching going, this is a real reality show. And if she loses, she fucking dies. It's like yeah.
They're not going to kill a cute girl.
She gets the death penalty. No, this is it's a capital murder case.
But they'll wait for her to be really ugly, and then they'll finally kill her. They never kill
Let me
the
tell you
cute
something.
ones.
She's despicable.
Of course
and
she
the
is.
jury hates this fucking woman.
What did they say? They're saying she killed the kid.
She killed her kid because she wanted to live the lifestyle of a single young woman that went out to clubs and fucking was able to, have fun, enter these fucking hot body contests, go around with this fucking hip hop promoter boyfriend, white wigger guy that apparently lives in New York. I was looking at him going, this guy's got to be a fan of the show.
Oh, really?
He just fits the complete fucking
You never
bill.
want to know.
But he had nothing to do with the kids.
No, but he had nothing to do with the
Was
disappearance or
he
anything.
sticking up for her or going no?
Well, he was just pretty much just the facts. It was weird because you couldn't really tell which side he leaned on, but he was just saying what he saw during that time that she was with him, and this daughter just went missing, and she never mentioned him that, hey, my daughter's missing. Fuck. She never mentioned, and she said anytime he'd ask like where the kid was, she went, oh, she's with either her mother or the nanny that she said was named Zanny the nanny. And then I'm sitting there going, holy shit, she fucking would give Xanax to the kid because it turns out Zanny didn't exist. So you give a Zanny to the kid falls asleep. Now you could just go out and party. So she named the fucking nanny, Zanny.
Oh, my God.
And maybe overdosed the kid. It could have been accidental, overdosed the kid, but then they found the kid with duct tape. They found the skull with duct tape around its mouth and shit. It's just it's a fascinating murder trial.
How old was the kid?
2 years.
See,
2 years old.
That's my new problem now that I'm a father.
Well, you can't watch it like that.
No, I can't even imagine why you would ever do that.
Yeah,
I can't even imagine.
That's why this woman comes off as despicable and narcissistic and just a psychopath because they're pushing it that she killed her own fucking kid so she could party.
But we can't let you slide. You were watching because she's hot.
She is my type. She's got that look, and she's a complete psychopath.
And she doesn't like kids.
So I probably would have hooked up with her at some point.
She's perfect for you, except for the murder thing.
Yeah, except for that murder thing.
But she does prove she doesn't really like kids, which you like. You like that in a woman.
Yeah, and they make her up like for the court like she's all prim and proper. She's wearing this Laura Ingalls shirt and shit yesterday, and the
she almost
boyfriend
looks like C Cup.
A little bit.
SC Cup?
SC Cup, a little
Cups
bit.
or whatever.
SC Cup, yeah.
Yeah, she's got a good look to her and shit like that. I kind of like that psycho thing she's got going on. But the testimony was fucking compelling, really cool. And then I'm watching like little things that they do. At one point, the prosecution comes up and start questioning the boyfriend about certain things, and then and it's well into the testimony, well into the trial, and the prosecuting attorney goes. He goes, we've been talking about Casey Anthony. He goes, could you please? Is she here in the courtroom? Do you see her? And he's like, yeah. He goes, could you point her out? And the defense now next to her is shaking his head like, holy fuck, they're going to allow this. They make her stand up and they make the boyfriend point at her. And I'm like, that's fucking brilliant because it's so accusatory. It's like one of those things where it's like, no matter what she did or didn't do, for the jury to see a guy on the stand have to point at somebody, it instantly makes you look fucking guilty.
And it's also a brilliant thing because it pits one against the other.
Right.
And I had a theory.
Regardless if you're sticking up for her or not, now you're pointing at someone in a courtroom. It's just great shit.
You when you said Xanax, you know what? Maybe she may have accidentally overdosed the kid and then panicked and set up a fake kidnapping. And maybe that's what the duct tape is from.
Right.
The duct tape might be from a scene she had staged.
Yes. That's what they were saying also. They were saying there's a few theories, and they said that the kid, they might say she drowned in the pool because she used to like going in the pool, and she might have drowned, and then she panicked, and her and her father covered up the crime. And then the latest thing was she actually made her. They actually got to the point where the father had to go up there, and they asked if the father had molested her when she was a youngster, and that's what fucked her up. So the defense is now having to pull the father onto the fucking stand and defend himself against sexual allegations because he went, no, I never sexually assaulted my daughter.
Well, that leads to Sarah from Buffalo, a regular to the show. Roseanne Barr on Twitter supporting the mom because of her sexual abuse claims.
Oh, really?
Roseanne says she understands.
She's a pathological liar, this woman.
Yeah.
It's just everything that comes out of her is a lie. She's, like I said, narcissistic. And that's what makes this like compelling, amazing reality show. And it's not fast-paced, it's not scripted. You get moments that are like, holy fuck, that's really cool. But for the most part, it's a lot of, okay, can I approach the bench, Your Honor? And then they go to break and shit and stuff. So it's not this high-speed bullshit reality show crap, but it's real. And like I said, the end game is it's a capital murder case. This woman could be put to death if she loses this show.
You really think she's hot. I could hear it in your voice.
Oh, I like her.
I
I
the
like
excitement.
Her. She looks better.
If she was a pig, you wouldn't be watching this closely.
No, but no one else would either. It's the fact that she wanted to go out
to this twisted trial.
Some of the pictures on the day her daughter disappeared. There's pictures of her at this club where she's got leg in between, like her legs are a stripper or a fucking shot girl's leg is in between on her crotch, and she's smiling and wearing a little skirt and shit. And
what a fucking pig!
Just all, yeah.
I wonder if she did kill the kid because if the kid fell in the pool, you would probably acknowledge that. Or if the kid overdosed on Xanax, you would say she took my Xanax. She found them and took them.
Right, which is definitely a possibility.
I think she killed her. But there's a diary entry also for I think the day or a couple of days after the girl disappeared, that was saying, I have no regrets what I did. I'll just have to see how this worked out. I've met so many nice people lately. I hope this continues. Like it's very vague, but it put in the context of murdering your fucking kid, it kind of figures. Like she's just one of these women and it's not unprecedented that women want to have the single life back and be all fucking, look, yeah, there she is partying. Look at that, she's partying.
She really does look murderable, though.
Yeah.
Like, you really hope.
Great. She looks so trashy. I love it.
She is a very fucking... Is that her right there?
Yeah.
She's a really fucking hateable person.
Yeah, she's completely hateable. And the jury is like completely not standing.
A lot of these pictures we're looking at after the kid went missing?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes. And she never told this boyfriend that she had that the kid was missing.
That's fucked up.
The kid went missing in, I guess, early to mid-June of 2008. And they found the body in December of 2008. So months went by where she didn't tell anyone anyway. She didn't even report the daughter missing. The grandmother had to report the daughter missing. She was telling the grandmother, because the grandmother was like, I want to see my granddaughter. And she kept making up stories as to where the kid was. Like, oh, and then finally, the grandmother was like, my granddaughter's fucking missing.
What a fucking pig.
Yeah.
But that does, in a way, that shows you that she's crazy.
Yes. Oh,
Because to
Jesus.
think...
Will they actually kill her, though?
I don't know what those tits.
I don't know.
She got and she.
What state is this?
After
Florida?
the girl's missing, Florida, Orlando. After she went the kid went missing, she also got that tattoo. So she got tatted. She got fucking.
What
she just.
the fuck?
Yeah, she's having the time of her life.
I think she's nuts.
Night on the town. Yeah.
I think she's nuts because Susan Smith killed her kids and then went into a thing with the black guy took the car.
Right. Had
She
the story.
immediately went into damage control to get away with it.
Yeah.
This fucking lunatic is just like, no, she's in the thing.
She just blocked it out like it
Never fucking happened.
And that's what they're using. Like, they're saying the same way she blocked out her father abusing her sexually, she's blocked out her either killing her daughter or disposing of an accidental death or something like that in order to just not acknowledge that this bad thing happened, much as she does not acknowledge the sexual abuse of her father. So that's kind of an angle they're trying to work, but it comes off as a desperate move on the defense part to try to get her out of maybe even just getting the death penalty.
So you're going to be watching again today, huh?
Oh, hell yeah.
You're all in?
I'm all in on this one. It's a really, like I said, compelling, amazing view into the criminal justice system, the despicable lawyers, the press. Like, there was a clip yesterday of her defense attorney coming into the courtroom, and the press is right on top of him with a camera, trying to get around him. To one point, he trips over a cord, the defense attorney, trips over a cord from the camera, bangs his head into a light pole on the street, and starts motherfucking the camera guy. It's classic.
This is
it's
awesome.
fucking classic.
It's
All
True
the shit
TV,
that's
too,
going on.
right?
Yeah, I didn't think True TV is doing
Finally,
it.
True TV's doing something actually that
that's
is real.
That's real.
Real. Cassius in Brooklyn, go ahead.
Yeah. I saw this thing on 48 Hours a couple weeks about this. Weeks ago about this, and you should try to find her mugshots online because one of them or a couple of them they're just so creepy. Like you feel like you're looking at her face of just total evil, like pure evil. It's really like hair raising.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I see.
Which one?
I don't know. She kind of looks like
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Her just not
She's got
saying
the crazy
anything.
eyes.
Look at her pouting eyes.
That to me, her just saying nothing. To me, that is the sign of a nut, though, because you can't get away with a 2-year-old being gone.
Just gone all of a sudden.
She was probably. I think she probably. I don't know. Maybe she did kill her. Her just leaving the kid fucking all Xanaxed up and going out.
Look at all the way to the left.
Fucking
Look at the picture all the
cunt.
way to the left. That's fucking not bad.
Too much.
Just a lousy mother.
Too much white in her eyes.
I don't know.
And you can see all the whites. That means they're crazy.
Baby blues. She got baby blues.
Actually, the one on the right's much better than the one
On the right
left.
looks good. She was, you know what? Also, it's there are times during the trial where, and you could tell that I picked up on this, how narcissistic she is. She sits there with a straight face through all this testimony about where she was, how she never acknowledged that the daughter was missing, how she never talked about a missing girl. Could you help me find my daughter? Any of that shit. She was straight-faced. She'd occasionally lean over, cover her mouth while she talked to her lawyer. And then there was a testimony that the boyfriend had that they had to break into a storage shed in the backyard of her house to get a gas can because her car was out of gas. And he said, I had to open the shed. I had to break the lock because she couldn't. And the lawyer goes, well, she couldn't. Okay, how much did she weigh at the time? And she starts like, they show her and she put her head down and starts chuckling. Like the whole trial and the daughter and all that meant nothing. She just sits there stone-faced. But the second it's about her and how much does she weigh, and now her ex-boyfriend having to talk about her weight, she starts chuckling like, oh, me, it's my weight, and now let me see what he says I weigh. Let me see if it's right. Oh, you put a few extra pounds up. Like, that was the part that got her to smile during a murder trial.
You know
how much do you weigh?
You know what they should do if she's found guilty? They should fucking razor slice her face. What a vain fucking cunt.
Someone might do it in prison.
Nah, they won't. You know, I've had enough to hear about prison justice.
That's
They don't
bullshit.
Rarely
fucking kill
happens.
pedophiles. I mean, once in a while,
true.
there was a guy in California when me and Kenny were out there. And I don't know what there was.
You don't have to say a guy. We all know who it is.
It was me.
It was you, Jimmy, was it?
There was a guy in California. He called a young lady, in quotes. No, there was a guy in jail. I think I said this. A guy in San Quentin. There was a drunk driver who had gotten 9 convictions, and he killed like a little kid drunk driving, and her father lost a leg.
I don't cook kids.
And some white supremacist fucking just knew this guy had to go.
Oh, wow.
White guy was doing life without parole. And this fucking motherfucker was 10 days into his sentence, and this white supremacist fucking slashed his jugular from both sides.
Whoa.
And then just waited and then just turned himself in because he's right there in the yard.
Yeah, it's like, it was me.
It was me.
What are you going to give me? No.
That was
2 life sentences. Ooh.
You don't have enough of that prison justice where a guy who's a fucking...
That's true, yeah.
That's what you need is guys like that.
Yep.
Just to have their fucking jugulars cut, man.
Yeah. She's probably one of the fucking, queens in the... or one of the queens have her as one of their little bitches or something.
Man, she's probably well protected.
No, well, the female prisons. I watch a lot of those, prison shows and shit. And when they show the guy prisons, it's just this horrific looking environment where you're like, I never want to be there.
Ever.
And then they show the women's prisons, and it's like, it's a very maternal kind of atmosphere.
They
where,
take care of each other. There's
Yeah.
picnic tables in the yard.
Believe me, there's probably
watched.
some forced pussy eating. I'm sure there's some forced snatch eating.
Could you add the word rank to that?
Rank forced snatch eating. But for the most part, it's like this supportive thing. They all sit around those little round tables and play gin rummy.
They have real relationships, loving relationships.
Very, very loving, not just ass rape. So who knows what the fuck is going on in there? But she,
when
I don't
this-
think she's very liked.
When does this show start up again today?
I don't know. Whenever the fucking trial starts, I turn it on and it's on, and it's just kind of very entertaining. And like I said, because we were talking about American Idol and reality shows, this to me is my type of reality show because it's real, totally not scripted. You get to know the players, almost like the OJ trial was, but a different, obviously a different.
I hear the excitement in your
work.
voice. It's
I'm very
almost
excited.
impossible to talk to you right now.
Very excited.
You are just filling in every single second of dead air.
Amazing.
You're really excited about this trial.
Where did they find the body?
In a wooded area about 5 miles from her house. The skull, it was skeletal, and the skull had duct tape around the mouth, and there was actually a heart sticker. She had like these heart stickers over the mouth.
That's the mother.
Yeah.
I tell you why, because even a mother who's a cunt, there's a really weird guilt thing.
Weird,
when
yeah.
you kill the kid, there's something loving. That's love or heart on the lips. Believe me. That's why a lot of times they position the body a certain way. They position the hand over the genital so you can't see it. There's all this weird shit people do when they kill somebody they love.
Yeah.
Or that the way they panic when they're covering it up. That's the fucking mother putting heart stickers on. Love you.
I love you. Let me dig this shallow grave and dump you in it. She borrowed a shovel from a neighbor during that time. There was a Winnie the Pooh blanket that was missing from the house and was found at the scene of where the body
she brought
was
her
found.
favorite blanket.
Yeah.
She wrapped her in her favorite blanket.
Right, it's all those things.
No fucking random guy is going to wrap her in her favorite blanket. I wonder if she put the duct tape on after death to keep things out of her mouth. Was there some weird fucking reason?
Something. Because whether it was a staged kidnapping murder that she did, or whether it was some kind of maternal, let me help my daughter, or,
She probably didn't want to kill her, but she was taking crazy chances if she's feeding her Xanax.
There was Zanny the nanny.
Right, and all of a sudden, things went horribly wrong, and now she's trying to cover up the murder.
And we were fucking laughing yesterday. It's like, I have a whole stable of nannies. There's a Vika she's coming over, and Oxy. The nanny Oxy's coming over.
Is it true that she had the kid in the trunk for a few months?
That's speculated.
That's why they couldn't find the body?
Yeah, they were speculating because there was a real rank smell coming from the trunk.
What the fuck?
And but they also found garbage in the trunk, like an old pizza, and maggots were in there. So there was rotting garbage, which could be responsible for the smell. I don't know if they found any DNA evidence in the trunk. but there was a horrid smell coming from the.
Unless you put the
trunk of
pizza in
car.
after.
Yeah, to maybe cover up, but
Alanis Morissette.
Yeah, she has
Very
kind
good,
of a.
Danny.
It's like you took her
she
face
grew her hair out
and twisted it a little and made a little Alanis.
Stretch her face out slightly. It's Alanis Morissette.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that.
Definitely in the eyes a little bit.
Little bit.
Fuck, man. So, what was the cause of death?
The remains were so skeletal that I don't think they were really able to come up with it.
Oh,
but it could have been some kind of. That's why, you know.
Was it smothering or strangulation or fucking?
asphyxiation,
Can't they want to get a piece of hair and find out
And
what?
they think it might have been suffocation by the duct tape, which would just be a horrible fucking.
Like the kid
way to
wouldn't
go.
stop yelling or screaming or crying, and she duct taped her mouth, and the fucking kid couldn't breathe through her nose and suffocated.
Yeah, suffocated. There's a bunch of things because they are speculating that she was doing things before the kid died so she could go out. Like, you know, duct tape the kid's mouth shut, give her some nanny zanny, and go out, night on the town. And she never spent the night over her boyfriend's house until after the day the girl went missing. And then she was over there spending the night, almost every night. So
they should really cut this woman's throat.
There's so many things pointing against her. I don't know what the defense is going to do about this, but it's very interesting to watch. It's one of those trials that, like, this is kind of cool to watch, you know. And I hate saying cool because a girl's dead, but as far as the trial part of it goes, if you separate yourself,
but that's
from
why it's on TV.
Everything that happened. Oh, exactly.
So you can say it's cool to watch because we're detached from this. So yeah, it's cool to watch.
Yeah, because I'm watching.
You're absolutely right.
You're like, oh man,
it's the only reason why it's on TV.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a kind of a freak show, and it's cool to watch. Yes, you're absolutely
It's
right.
reality programming.
It's disgusting and all that, and being a father,
extent.
I can't even express that thought to you. But yeah, it's cool to watch.
They really don't get into the real details, or I don't know if they have yet or haven't yet. Get into the details of how the body, you know, the skeletal remains looked, how it was found, speculation on how it died, the medical examiner, things like that.
Who found it?
I think
Hunter?
it was just some guy walking through the woods, you know, kind of stumbled upon it. But yeah, pretty interesting
Why
shit.
would she leave the duct tape on? Then again, I'm asking a rational question.
Just such a weird fucking broad, man. She's just a fucking kook.
They really, if she did it, and if she did it like as a murder as opposed to an accidental death, if she was duct taping the kid's mouth and going out, she should just have a fucking bullet put in her.
Oh yes.
I mean, I don't know why we're so
despicable,
polite in this country.
What does this have to do with Idol, though? I'm confused.
Reality TV.
Reality.
and what should happen to people on American Idol?
That's true.
I do remember.
When you're voted off, just duct tape their mouth and nose shut. Watch them squirm.
I do remember. I was asking why Judas Priest was on American Idol. How did we get here? That's the beauty of this show.
You got to bring a gay angle to it. Wait a minute.
Why don't we break? We'll find out why Judas Priest was on Idol.
Yes, and
I heard the DeLeo brothers backed up Steven Tyler last night. That would have been cool to watch.
Really?
So maybe Idol was cool to watch last night. You got Judas Priest and Steven Tyler playing with the DeLeo brothers from STP.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah, okay.
And then Oprah said goodbye yesterday.
Good riddance.
Goodbye.
Everyone talking about her like she's a fucking messiah. Stop it. She was on a show for 25 years. God bless her. She did a great job. But Jesus, she canonized the woman, for fuck's sake.
She helped a lot of people around the world, sir.
Did she?
Yes, she did.
At the fucking African rape schools that she was building? Those fucking things?
Well, in between rapes, people were getting some good educations.
Oh, okay.
You know,
just fuck me running.
We'll get into some of this shit next. Don't forget Bernard Hopkins coming in today.
Tom Papa's at 8 and Bernard's at 9:15.
Everyone is telling us that he said that McNabb wasn't black enough, which is a big.
I got that.
Oh, you got it.
Of course.
We got to ask him about it.
Dude,
we got to ask him why
he says whatever he wants.
He said McNabb is not black enough.
Yeah, he's bashing him about. He said something about McNabb. He said, which is ironic. He goes, well, he's up in the house while a lot of us are in the fields. Calling him a house nigger, I guess, is what he's saying. But which is odd because Bernard McNabb is the one on the field.
Yeah, we got to ask him about that. A lot of controversy over that statement. And Tom Papa coming in at 8 o'clock. Stay there.
Ring ding, ring ding, ring ding, pick up the phone, cunt. Hello. Pick up the phone, cunt. The phone, cunt. The phone.
Gregorio.
Antonio.
Amy.